research tools that's out there. It's going to be changing everything, the way that you research your NFTs, how you find new projects to ape into, and everything else that needs to do with doing your own research. See you inside today's video. It's going to be a good one. What's up, YouTube? Jeff Bannock here. In today's video, we're going to be going over NFT Nerds. That's NFTNerds.ai is the actual URL we'll be looking at. This is one of the newest softwares out to help with trading, to help with finding and sniping new launches, tracking mints. It's really one of my favorite tools. As you guys know, I don't flip a lot like I used to, but now I'm more into helping people to launch NFTs. But when I do research projects, this is one of my favorite tools to use. And since it's new to the environment out there for NFTs, I thought I'd do a video to help you find your way and navigate through this amazing new tool. All right, so the first thing we're going to want to check out for NFT Nerds is the fire hose right here. It's this first one. And what this basically is any transaction or posting that's going on OpenSea. So it could be a listing, it could be an actual NFT that's being bought. As you can see, here's someone that just listed this different fuck avatar. So if I go to that, you can see that I can actually buy that right here. It really breaks down. We're going to get into all that different in a second when it comes down to the breakdown and everything. Right now, I sort of want to focus on this guy. And as you can see, it's a live update. Someone right here, you know, it's constantly going. The cool thing is if I hover over it, it will stop the live update so that I'm able to focus on the different NFTs. So for instance, I saw someone, oh, here's a alpha fur. I can go focus on that. And if you look over here, these are the most active collections right here as far as volume. So in the last 5 minutes. So if I wanted to look, I can scroll through that and see where a lot of movement's happening. So there could be possibly something that's minting, like this Antebellum Genesis might be something that's going on. And the cool thing is I can click on that. Mind you, they do have a premium access. You get 1 month for 0.15 ETH or 6 months for 0.5 ETH. This isn't an affiliate program. I'm getting no kickbacks or anything like this. I just like this system. I myself don't pay for the premium. I don't think it's really needed. They do give you some more data right here, but as you're going to find out, the amount of data that we have already just on the free version, astronomical, okay? So let's just go into this land sale that's going on right here. Now, first of all, you've got your ability to filter stuff. So we can go by traits. We can break it down that way. And then the cool thing is here, as you can see right here, this one only has 4 traits, but it lists them all and you can click on them, drop them down. It shows the percentage of rarity. I mean, this is a very accurate tool. I really like it a lot. So let's unclick the traits. You can also filter by price, by rank, and even token ID. Now, off to the side, here's how many listings that are happening. They call them to the left middle here trades, but they're not really trades. They're actually sales. So let me move myself up here, make me a little smaller so we can see the whole screen. Perfect. So, for instance, you can see this actually is a live feed. That this one's not obviously listing. This was listed 7 hours ago, you can see, but this is a live feed, and you can see right here, 4 minutes ago, someone bought this one. So you could, if I saw something here, I'm scrolling through and I'm like, oh, here's a rank 101. I want to buy that. And you can see right here, it's pretty cool. It ranks them. And if I click on it, one of the things it will do is it explains why it's ranked that way. This one's an epic right here. It's got a waterland, which has 19%. It's got a rain background that only 2% has. And then if I wanted to buy it, I could go here directly to OpenSea, where I can cover over this ether scan, and it'll take me to view the ether scan. If I wanted to buy it, technically I can click right here. Due to OpenSea order limits option is only I can only buy apparently if you have the premium version. I haven't tried to buy through here before. So, and then the next thing is you can see over here to the side are actual sales. So you can track sales volume, see what's going for. And one of the things I like, let's go to OpenSea and check out an actual project so we can see something that's been. So here's one that's new. As you can see, it's got the green dot. Let's go with imaginary ones. That one's been doing really well. So there we go. So we got imaginary ones listed right here. You could also put in the contract address. So if I wanted, what I could do is I could click on here. I could go down to details right here. I could actually get the contract address by going to the Etherscan. I could copy that. I can even put that in. So there's multiple ways. You can search by address name or the URL slug right here. But once you found it, you'll see like, okay, so this is live right now. You see 22 minutes ago, somebody listed this. And right now, somebody 7 minutes ago bought. So you can see the movement. Now, when it comes to trades, this is really cool because you can come over here to the actual trades chart here. Right now, this is set for 5-minute intervals. So every one of these little bad boys is 5 minutes. If I wanted, I could do 30 minutes. So I could spread it out. I could go to a minute, whatever I want. I can set that out. I could go to 1 day to see what's happening. But let's go back to about every 30 minutes. So you can see here, you can see the initial trade volume dipping down and then coming back up. And the cool thing I love about this is if you hover over an image and click on it, you can see what it is that was actually traded usually. On this one, for some reason, it's not showing right now, but you usually can. Let's go to 5 minutes, see if that makes a difference. Nope, interesting. So you can also set the span if you want this to go over just like the last 12 hours if we wanted to. And you can also at the very bottom here, turn off outliers. So if there's really high or really low, I can just flick this on and then those guys will disappear and it's more arranged that way. So you're able to get a lot more specific number and it doesn't like flow too high or low. It's much more the mean or in the middle. So you've got your sales tracking over here. You can see at 8 o'clock, it was actually, they had this many sales. It's been dropping down. And it seems to be going down a little bit, tracking down to about 1 ETH, which were as high as 1.6. Some of the cool stats you can look at the top. You see your total amount of supply, your total holders, and then the total royalty, which is cool because not only does this show you the overall royalty, but it adds in the 2.5%. So this actual royalty is 5% from the creator. You've got your 1 day sales here. So during 1 day, they sold 490 and their 1 hour sales, the highest they had 41. 10-minute sales, you can see in the last 10 minutes, you see that had even changed. It was at 7 to 6. And then you've got your floor right here. Now, another thing you can do is you can group these. You can see right here, this is sort of like how it's set up. So right now, this group size is every line is 0.05. So you see there's, so if I went here to the 0.1, this is 0.3, 0.5, you see at the top that it changes. But let's say we're doing that 0.5 intervals. So let's say that I had one and right here, I wanted to sell it for like 1.5, we'll just say for a number to say I wanted to get right here and somewhere to say it. Now, if I look at this, you'll see the number is there's only 2 that are listed at 1.5. There's 5. And if you see right here, if you look at the thing, it says 20.2 are at this price. It says count 5, but it says cumulative 7. That's because it adds the first one in the second. So here we've got cumulative now 15 because it adds the 7 to the 8 count for this one is 15. So the cool thing is if I go right here to this guy to get here, cumulative is 37 or 34, I'm sorry. So that shows you 34 have to be sold to get to that 1.5. So it gives you an idea of what the volume is and how often you're going to need sales to be going to be able to hit this. So the cool thing about that is you can come in and you can sort of say, okay, there's 14 sales that happened in the last hour. I've got 34 to go through. Really, with them listing, you got to figure out how many they're listing too. That's really important, is to figure out how many are actual listing, because realize the amount sold has to be greater than the amount listed. Because if you're listing 100, but you're only selling 50, there's going to be a surplus of 50 now that's got to be burned through as well to get to that price point. So it's just a little, it's a little math you got to do here, but you can sort of figure it out that you can see, okay, there's this many that I got to go through to get to this floor price point so that I can sell mine. How many are being listed versus how many are being sold? And you can sort of figure out in that time frame what you need to do. You can also down here, for your different buying, once you have the premium, you can actually set your gas fees down here. So you can set it at a higher gas fee so you have a better chance to be able to purchase someone before someone. So like, for instance, I'm on this guy, I'm like, yeah, I want to buy that guy. Again, I don't have the premium, so I won't be able to buy it. But if I did, that would allow me, I can adjust the gas fees down here and be able to have a higher gas fee preset so that I'll be able to move faster transactions. It also shows you, and then it shows you what Ethereum is at the price of wherever it is. So if we go to another one here, because this one doesn't have your threshold or what the ranking is. So let's go to something else that's come. Let's just go to like Bored Ape or something so you can see what their Bored Ape and with their land. So we come here, you're going to be able to see like here, you can see just 20 hours ago, someone had bought one. There's no trades in the minimum range. So let's span it out to like the last 14 days. So there you go. You can see now over the last 14 days, see how these have been picking up because the land sale has been coming up here. But the cool thing is for this guy, you can actually see the threshold to be able to see where the highest bot is and the lowest is bought according to their rarity ranking and their actual price in ETH. You've got your ETH going up here on the y-axis, and on the x-axis, you've got your rarity rank, which if you look at these, so if I come here and I look at one of these, this is what I love about this guy, is when I click on it, you come in here and it will show you the actual traits, and it gives you a percentage right here. Floor price for this trait is 500, you know, floor price for this trait 250. So it helps you to be able to know what the traits are to see how rare this is. Again, you've got your supply holders, your last 1 day sales, your 1 hour, your last hour, 10 minutes, etc. going through here. Really like the stats on this. The other thing you do is you can come up here to summary, and if I click summary, it shows you all the trades. You know, you can do it for the last 14 days, etc. But it shows you all the different sales going for this different project, and you're really able to get, again, if we turn off the outliers, you'll see how the highest and the lowest. Here's the highest one, here's the lowest one. It cuts them out and then gives us a more mean or more middle average price. And then you see got your listings per ranking again down here. The other thing is the next tab is your holders, where you can come in here and you can actually look. You can see right here that dingaling.eth is the top holder with 121. And you can actually go check out his wallet if you wanted on OpenSea, which is so cool because once you know people's wallets, you can actually see what they're doing. And then you can come in here and you can see Dingling's wallet, see what he's buying, see what he's doing, see what he's interested in, see what other purchases or other things he's doing. This guy has, wow, 5,000 different NFTs. That's quite a few NFTs. And then you see here Journey Crypto. He's the next guy that's got it here, etc. You can go see all the different ones they have. Plus, if we go to their wallet, we can actually see what apes they have. You can also hear the cool thing about this. You've got their links to the top for the Discord for what's rare. You got your Etherscan and then their Discord as well. And then if you look over here, you can see you can break it down. This is just in the last day, but if we go and you can go to like the last 14 days, you can see that the amount of unique holders have been going, that people have been selling some of their Bored Apes, or multiple people have actually been buying more than once because their unique holders has dropped down. Up here, it was up to the 6,400 range, and then you can see down here it's dropped down to the 63, which you can see right here that, and it even shows you 1.6 owned by holders with a 46% unique holders. So these are just cool stats to be able to look into a little deeper into the actual NFT that you're researching. And then if you go to tokens, you can actually see the NFTs themselves. This has got an auto refresh here, so it's constantly updating itself. You can say if you have any, if you want to buy any. You can go price, rank, token ID. You can even write down traits here. Again, this is what I like too. It automatically lays out and breaks down their traits, and then it shows you their different amounts and percentages. I really like this. So, and then if you click on it, it'll be able to filter us accordingly. Yeah, so that's a great thing about the token area. And then again, if you go on to the individual tokens, it breaks it down accordingly. Really cool tool. Like it a lot. I don't know that you necessarily need the premium. It might do something that would help you out a lot, but I don't find that it's like super necessary. A lot of you will be able to get away with plenty of the information here on the pre version. The other thing you want to look at after you've looked at the fire hose is trending. These are the collections that are moving, you know, and that are, a lot of these are minting or in the minting process or newly minted. You'll see here number of trades, total volume, you got your average price, and then your 7-day floor and 7-day volume. So and you can even go down to like minute right up. You got to get premium for that. So you might, again, if you want to go past 15 minutes here, you're going to need premium. So maybe it's for that. But in the last 15 minutes, you can see what's been minting, what's been moving. And you see like this guy right here. I mean, they were at 0 ETH. So these guys are probably minting out right now. Number of sales. Yeah, they're probably doing, so like Crazy Zillas might be doing something right now, you'll see, but they're having some movement right now. And then you go again the last hour, what's happened. The lunatics, you go into the project even more. Yeah, you can see here that they're moving pretty fast. 8 minutes ago, they had 3 purchases 8 minutes ago, and then 2 more. Yeah, so, and look at this floor. Wow, look at this movement on the chart. Like these guys might be somebody, again, I don't really flip as much as I used to, but look at the movement. Imagine if you got in down here just at the 3:30 time. So what is the floor on these guys right now? The floor is 0.19. So there's a chance that if you're able to still buy in the floor the way that these are going, again, this is up to you. It's not financial advice, but make sure that you, damn. Again, by the time you watch this video, this is probably going to be, a little bit older news. But anyway, and then you see the group size right here. You can see that right here, we've got 13 that are at 0.2. And then, so again, if I wanted to come over here to the 0.5, I've got a cumulative count of 39 that need to be sold. But again, these are selling so fast, that might not be a problem. Again, this is up to your different strategies that you use when you're trying to flip or research your NFTs. But I mean, you see also the listing too. They've got a high listing. So here's, in the last hour, they've listed, there's like 40 right there. So those are things you need to take into account, the listing versus the sales, again, like we talked about before. But this is just a great overall tool to be able to help you out, to be able to know what a project's doing, get good data on it, and be able to understand the movements and what's happening over the time period. So if we went in right now, this one, again, I believe this one's minting, it looks like, because if we set it for 14 days, it starts right here. So I bet it probably minted today at, 1 o'clock, or this could be a whitelist that started. And that would explain why it's going up in price like that. I haven't done any research on this project, know nothing about it. But it might be something to be a good thing for you to check out. So the next thing you'll look at again would be your assets. This one would be your own asset. So if I went into, you could do any asset. So I can go to OpenSea. Let me instead grab my magic mushroom that I just bought recently on that guy. So yeah, if I want to come in here and we go to assets now, and I just paste in this magic mushroom that I bought, you'll be able to see it now here. Shows you the rank. It links to actual OpenSea. You've got your rarity rank here. It's official. It's got the official rarity, which they match. It says it's got 100% match. So it breaks down all the different backgrounds again. So you can always check that out. You can actually paste your assets right in here, whatever the URL is for the asset. You just paste right in there, and it will give you more information on that guy. And then you click right on it yourself, and then it'll take you to OpenSea. So hopefully you like this video. Hopefully you'll find this information useful for you, and you'll like the NFT Nerds.ai. It's a really good software. I like using it a lot for my research. Again, you might need the premium version for what you're doing. For what I do when I just do my base research, the unpaid or the free version is enough. So hopefully you like this video. Please like and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and let me know what the comments on what you thought about this new platform and what you use when you do your research. Thanks for watching. Peace.